It's Ruben Obed here, transmitting from GB Music Group in Dorado, Puerto Rico. I'm your host, Ruben Obed, transmitting episode 17 of the Ruben Obed Show. And the topic today is No One is an Island. No one is an island, okay? Um, there is a phrase that many people say no man is an island. Some might say that way. I said no one is an island. I am saying it that way on purpose because I know that some people, they go into the whole political correctness thing. So, you know, when I say man, the phrase is no man is an island, but when you say no one, it encompasses everybody. So it even encompasses the transgender people. So to y'all Democrats, I'm being politically correct. Ooh, a Republican being politically correct. But anyway, my point is this: in this day and age, I hear a lot of people talk about their supposed self-sufficiency, their supposed, and I hear a lot of women say that. I'm not saying, I'm not like trying to pick at women, but I hear a lot of women say, oh yeah, I'm an independent woman, I don't need nobody, I'll take care of my damn self, blah 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 blah. And they think that they are independent. Well, I'm here to tell you, you're not independent. You're not. You think you're independent because you're arrogant. You're not independent because no one is an island. I'm going to give you an example, and I'm going to start with myself. All right? When I was singing for the Trump campaign, and I went on a rally, okay? I went on a rally. I went to sing um, up in New York and Philadelphia and whatnot. I have the talent, I have a voice. I wrote a song, I could easily have said, "Oh, I'm going over there because of me, because of my talent and my voice and my." But you know what? My talent was not sufficient to do that trip. I needed the sponsors that paid for my plane ticket because I didn't have the money to make the travel. I needed the person who was going to come and pick me up and take me to the airport because I don't have a vehicle. Okay? I needed, in order for me to achieve, I needed other people. You know, at the time I was going through a real bad economic situation. I needed to take a couple of bucks over there. Well, you know what? My best friend and manager and sponsor and whatever the hell you want to call it, man, my brother, because I call him a brother already, you know, he put up the money. He sent me money so that I could do all of this, you know. Um, this was back in when I was supporting Trump during the election. Um, I could not have done this alone because I am not an island. I cannot be. No matter how freaking good I sing, no matter how much talent I have, you know what? Had these people not jumped in and helped me out, I would not have been able to do it. That is the reality. That is the reality that many people don't want to see when they walk around with their little high horse. Oh, I don't need nobody. I'm independent. You're not independent. Everybody depends on something. Some people depend on their job. So if you're independent, then you don't need a job then, you know? Some people, can actually go to school because why? Because their mama or their grandma is taking care of their kids while they're studying. Somebody's carrying your burden so that you can achieve something in life. Somebody. You're not doing it alone, you know? There's people that inherit, let's say, a house, and then they walk around talking about, oh yeah, man, I got my own house and blah blah blah. You wouldn't have it if it wasn't for another person. No one is an island. And that is something that you gotta get into your head. Because apart from the people that help you get wherever the hell you're at in your life, there's another factor too. God is a factor. Because God is the one that puts the people that help you get where you are. So you're not independent. Don't mess up your life blessing going around saying, oh, I'm independent, I'm self sufficient. You are not self sufficient. And if you continue in that arrogance, what's going to end up happening is God is going to teach you how insufficient you are. Because he'll end up teaching you a lesson. He'll remove your job. He'll remove the people. He'll remove, and then he'll leave you totally independent. It's like, okay, go ahead. Let me see you work now. You know, it's arrogance. You know, and a lot of times that's what we're teaching our kids. We're teaching them, oh, you got to be independent. You don't need a man. You don't. You know what? What is wrong with needing a man? A man needs a woman. What is the wrong with the woman needing the man? So right there, just right there, we're starting off wrong. you know we're bringing this incorrect precedent into society. No one is an island. There was one time I was watching a show, a documentary called The March of the Penguins, and one part in particular. Well, let me tell you, in the March of the Penguins, if you've seen it, all of the penguins have to stick together. And especially when there's like really, really bad storms, they have to huddle up together because they don't have a house. So they're the neighbor, the one next to them, their body heat, that's what keeps them alive and keeps them from freezing. But it's funny that the Discovery Channel, in one of the shots, they show a penguin walking in the distance alone. And the narrator said, and the penguin who walks alone dies. That's what it said. You can watch March of the Penguins. It's a great documentary. Because even in nature, all right, even in nature, you can't do it alone. Nobody can do it alone. I don't care who you are. You cannot do it alone. In the music scene, when you got a singer, he could be the best singer on the planet. He could be Mark Anthony. He could be Luis Fonsi. He could be, I don't care how good the guy sings. But if you don't have the engineer who knows how to work that console and that mixer board, and the producer, if you don't have the good songwriter who can write you a hit song, if you don't have the person who is knowledgeable about the miking and the mixing and the production, guess what? You ain't nobody. And a lot of artists, they get into that arrogance. They think that they did it alone. Let me tell you something, all right? To many artists that are out there, if your song sucks, you suck. Okay? That's the reality. If your production sucks, I don't give a damn how good you sing, because nobody's going to buy the record. You got a nice voice, but they're not going to play you on the record, on the radio. People ain't gonna buy a CD and blast your music on the radio if your music sucks and all you got is a good voice. It's not gonna happen, But the arrogance is so damn big that people think that they're a freaking island. You got people who have money. Those are the worst. Those really feel that they are self-sufficient. But you know what? Let me give you a little surprise. If you get a heart attack, and you ain't got no family, and you ain't got no friends, and you ain't got no loved ones, you're gonna be a sick ass old geezer laying there with a huge ass bank account, and you're gonna feel worse than a homeless guy, because no man is an island, because at that moment you'll probably have money to cover your bills, but you just need somebody to talk to, and there's nobody there. Because you've always thought that you're an island. When you start thinking arrogantly, when you start thinking that I'm gonna do me. I hate that. I hear people say, oh no, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do me. That's not a positive statement. That is actually the worst statement you could ever make in your life, because you're saying I'm gonna do me. That entails that you are willing to step all over whoever comes in your path in order to reach your objective and your goals. It ain't about I'm gonna do me. There's always somebody involved. And when your mentality is like that, you're gonna lose That's the bottom line. You are gonna lose because no one is an island. No one, you know. A perfect example of somebody who thinks he's an island: Kim Jong Un in North Korea. Perfect example of an asshole who thinks he's an island. You know, people are dying. People are dying of starvation. He has this freaking ego trip. He ain't going there anywhere. He got a freaking hermit kingdom. You know, that's what you get. Another person who thought he was an island. You know, look at Cuba. Oh, Fidel Castro thought he was God. You know, it all boils down to the same thing. I'll give you another example. Look at the movie Scarface. You know, when Tony Montana, when he was generating money and blah blah blah. Oh, he thought he didn't need anybody. We all know how that movie ended. The arrogance. The arrogance of thinking that you're the one doing it. You ain't doing shit. You know, anything you do is because God permits you and because you got people backing you up. But you forget that while you're thinking you're being independent, you got your grandma taking care of your little kid. While you think you're being independent, you know, you got daddy hooking you up on the side and paying your phone bill. When you think you're independent, come on, man. You know, people need to come down on that stupid little cloud, you know? People think that they're islands, man. I'm here to tell you, you ain't no island. Nobody is an island. You know, we all need somebody. You know, everybody needs somebody. Everybody gets help from somebody, somewhere, sometime. It, you need help. Whatever you do, even when you get a promotion, it's because somebody put a good word in. You know, right now, let's say you apply for a job, right? Applied for a job. You don't got a phone, you know, because your fucking ass is broke and you don't got a cell phone. So then you got somebody who said, damn, you know what? Let me help you out. Let me pay that phone bill for you so that when they call you from the job, you actually have a phone to call them. All of a sudden, that person gets the job, right? Making 50,000 a year, and they forget that that guy over there or that woman over there was the one responsible for paying your phone bill before you had the job. And then they walk around, oh, because I did me, I did my resume. You know what? You depended on somebody. And most of the time, they don't pay back the favor. They won't. Because they think that they are an island. You know, I hate the phrases, oh, I'm an independent woman. I'm an independent man. I don't need nobody. You know, when a person talks to you like that, when a person says, oh, I'm going to do me, stay away from that. Stay clear of that person. Person's no good, you know. And I hear that. I hear that a lot. And I hear people teaching their kids that philosophy, which is a satanic Luciferian philosophy. Really, you know, it's a Luciferian philosophy. It's pride. You know, that's why Satan got his ass kicked out of heaven, because he thought he was an island. He thought that he could be like God. And God gave him a reality check. And I'm giving all of you a reality check that are watching. You know, if you've achieved something, it's because somewhere down the line there was people helping you out. It might even be on a small scale. You know, it don't have to be something big. It doesn't have to mean, you know, but sometimes that little contribution that person over there made is what made all the difference for you to have success. You know, right now, I've done a lot of stuff. You know, back in 2007, I won the Premios Paoli Songwriter of the Year. Yeah, I admit I'm a good songwriter. That's my talent. But guess what? I was referred by somebody who believed in me, because I didn't know these people. They referred me. They heard my talent, and I won 2007 Songwriter of the Year. That's how it happened. Somebody who believed in me referred me. Somebody, I didn't do it all on my own. You know, I'd be a liar if I said, oh, yeah, it was just me because I'm such a badass songwriter. No, referrals. People thought of me. Yeah, you put the legwork in. You can't forget about the people who put you where you are. You know, that's just how this is, man. That's how life is. Nobody is an island. So, my advice to people, then just to wrap this video up, episode 17. I'm running right now 15 minutes, so is take a step back before you start speaking that way and really analyze that while you're at work, somebody's taking care of your kid, you know? While you're at work, somebody probably lent you the car so you could get there. While you're at school studying, you know what? Somebody probably, I don't know, co-signed a loan for the car that you're driving to the college because your credit didn't qualify you. Somebody's helping somebody, you know? So we need to open our eyes and notice that nobody is an island. You can't do it on your own. And when you adopt this mentality of that nobody can do it alone, you will gain empathy and compassion when you see a homeless guy on the street, when you see a drug addict on the street, because you know what? They probably just don't have nobody. They're probably homeless. They might not even use drugs, but they probably were the lone penguin that was walking, and the lone penguin dies. So in the meanwhile, you see that person on the side of the road. He has a little cardboard sign that says "We'll work for food," or asking for, you know what I'm saying? And you walk by and get a job. It's real easy to say get a job, but if that homeless guy with that stinky ass shirt and that bad appearance and that ugly hair and the big ass beard shows up at your job, you're the first one that is not gonna hire him. You know? And then what are you gonna tell him? Oh, come back more presentable. He doesn't even have a shower. He doesn't have a place to live. He's not gonna come back presentable. You know? Nobody's an island. So maybe it's you gotta go and help that guy. You gotta help, you know? And if you already have help and you're doing good, then at least recognize that there's somebody behind. There will always be somebody behind the scenes. Look at a Denzel Washington movie. Denzel is one of the awesomest actors, and you know what? It's not him by himself. You got the script writers, you got the production team, you got the director, you got the MGM or whatever company is funding it. James Cameron, you know, with Avatar, he's the director. But you know what? He needs from the budget. He needs from the actors. Everybody needs. Nobody is an island. So, all right, guys, that was my message for today. I hope it helped everybody. Every time I say something is because I've lived it, not because I'm talking out of my ass. And a lot of the principles that I'm saying, sometimes I may quote the Bible and quote scripture, sometimes I don't, but the principles are always Christian based. And if I have to, I will back everything up that I have to say, with scripture. But, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and just think about it, man. No one is an island. Nobody. God bless everybody. Peace.